What's going on, Jess?
Is it warmer today, or am I just getting used to this fucking...
No, it's minus 35. It's fucking
it's
cold.
not burning my face or my fingers.
Because you haven't started riding yet.
But yesterday was burning. Before I started riding, everything was burning.
Which is good. You gotta bathe in the cold. Bathe in the cold.
All set?
We're all set. Sleds were inside last night, so that was nice.
Cool.
Best part of the Companion is that they got that heated garage.
Yeah, I love it.
The restaurant's also pretty good. We had a pretty good dinner. And got filled up on oil, and we're ready to hit the trail. We're gonna do some local loops around Hearst, take our time, and then start chugging along on that A-trail back to Cochrane.
Right on, guys. We'll see you on the trail shortly.
Well, good morning, guys and girls. We are just getting ready here to go. This is day 2, probably like day 3 for Jesse and I, but we're just leaving, getting ready to leave the Companion. Boys are just getting the sleds going, getting all our gear and baggage and all the other shit that we carry. We carry so much crap. Kostia was making fun of us last night. He's like, going with you guys carry doubles, triples, I don't have to bring anything, and it's true. Had a great stay overnight here at the Companion in Hearst. It's an awesome place to stay. We love it. We had breakfast with Gino this morning, who's the owner. We want to give a big shout out to Gino for taking such great care of us. We love coming up here, man, and hopefully my next adventure up in Hearst might be some off-trail with Gino. He's apparently the guy up here if you want to do any off-trail stuff, which is kind of something that I'm really looking to get into maybe next. So we'll see. Got Kostia getting the sled going, got the mock rolling. And we got the 2 twin 850 Gades ready to go. Okay, everyone, we just filled up gas in Hearst at the Shell gas station. One of the nice things about staying at the Companion and getting the Snowmobile package is that you get, I think it's like 4 cents off per liter. So we did that, and now we're gonna do some local loops around Hearst. We met Gino, who's the owner of the Companion Motel. He came to have breakfast with us. Super nice guy. We've been staying there for years now, as you guys have seen in our videos at Hearst last year. But yeah, we're heading, gonna do some of those local loops and then start making our way back to Cochrane. And then we got 2 more nights in Cochrane. Where are you guys? Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna have to hang back.
This was freshly groomed last night, boys. And I can tell you right now, the groomer is out right now because the left side of the trail hasn't been groomed yet, so he hasn't turned around. Yeah, we were gonna do some local loops, and we'll highlight some awesome sections of trail. These frickin' muff. Oh yeah, for those of you guys don't know, my handguard broke off yesterday because I hit it. Hi, Kostia. Yeah, Andrew, talk to us about what you think. Tell us your pros, your cons. Yeah.
Well, I started off with a 4-stroke in 2010 Apex. That's all I knew. I was only riding road trails, so it was okay that I was tired after, 150K riding. But slowly I stepped up to the 2-stroke, and I got the Polaris Rush. Absolutely loved it. And the XE came in. Loved it even more. XCR came out, 850, loved that. Traumatized me. Way too much smoke, way too stiff of a ride. So I bailed, and I went to Skidoo. I went back to 4-stroke because of its rush. All the smoke of the 850 produced.
Yeah, well, even my dad's VR1 850 smokes like a sewer. It's like brutal.
Ever since that day, I've been chasing the idea of having a smoke ride of a canoe and no smoke, no more smoke.
Mm-hmm.
But hands down, got this machine on the trail, the 850 Renegade, one of them.
Yeah, especially on the trail when there's tight and twisties. Like, it's the easiest sled to handle. That's what we found. And the guys that say that the Mach takes off from 0 quicker than an 850 Skidoo or an 850 Polaris are full of shit. No. Yeah, no, listen. These are all top of the line machines. We're just trying to give you guys content on which ones we think are better, which ones we think have pros, what are the pros of this one, what are the cons of that one, and that's really what we're doing. Trying to nitpick. Yeah. Exactly. Can we take a moment to appreciate how phenomenal this trail is right now? Yeah, absolutely wicked. We're just coming up to an intersection here. We'll stop for a sec. So they're switching again. Mike's going back on the Mach, and Andrew's on the 850. That's the other thing, guys. Like, the communicators in the real cold, sometimes they don't last. So what we do, when the nice thing about the Cardos, Andrew's going back to an 850. But yeah, so the nice thing about the Cardos is that when it's super cold, you can plug them in while you're riding and have a battery pack in your jacket. And when they're plugged in, they won't die. So I did that yesterday, once my Cardo died. Now it's already at 50%. We've only been out for like a half an hour, so probably have to plug it in soon. Yeah, no oil is a great thing, but like at the end of the day, and I said this to you before, when you're going sledding, you're going for the fun factor. You want the most amount of fun that you can possibly have, and at the end of the day, the 850 is more flickable, and flickability makes it more fun. Yeah, right now we're on the 163. We're going around through the top of Hearst, a few loops that take you around down into Matisse, and then from there, we have no choice but the A-Trail to cap. Then we'll run the L123 through Moonbeam, and then come up and do the L125 just north of Moonbeam, and then back to the A-Trail into Cochrane. But yeah, whenever you can get off, definitely get off. Where is the Drewmeister? Oh, there's the Drewmeister. How's the XRS? Oh. Yeah. This trail needs some brushing, but other than that, it's pretty mint. But the reality is, it doesn't need brushing. The groomer, every time the groomer goes through it, it stamps down some of the brush, and eventually it will get packed into the base. Yeah, and that's why I love these trails, because no one really does them. Everyone runs the A-Trail, and they don't realize when you get off the A-Trail, it's so much better. I don't know if this GoPro can see anything. Okay, so we got a few options. I remember this. I'm coming by you on the left. Just awesome in here. Hello. Hi, Dad.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you? I have bad connection. I might lose you, but we can keep talking. Yeah, I'm alive. We're just leaving. We're on our way out of Hearst. Yeah, your car was as dead as a doornail yesterday.
Why?
It was negative 30. We woke up. I went to the car. It said check battery low. I went to start it. Not enough juice to start it. So we left it because we went to Hearst. My feeling is it wasn't that the battery was dead. It was that it was frozen. So I'll wait until we get back to Hearst tomorrow, or back to Cochrane tonight. It's only going to be negative 15 instead of negative 35. And then it will probably start. And if not, I'll boost it. Not a big deal. Andrew, the reversing pro. 115 right down into the A trail. It's snowing really hard. We just got back to the A trail. Local trails around Hearst are just freaking awesome. I know I muted you. We got Mike, Kostia. I'm still waiting for Andrew. Andrew's having some fogging problems with his glasses. He's officially decided to adopt contacts. He's going in this week to try to get them. This is why we avoid the A trail when we can. Get most traffic. It gets groomed the most too, but flooding is in session, ladies and gentlemen. This is why did they flood so wide? I don't know, but that's very wide. Flooding is in session. Oh, how's the approach? Very nice. A trail east of Hearst is a little rough. But it's straight, so not too bad. Just absolutely awesome. This trail reminds me of the L125. Okay, we're just coming out of Cap. Had lunch at O'Brien's. Food is unreal. And waiting for Drew filling up the mock at the Shell, and then we're going to take the L123 through Moonbeam, then back up to the A, and the A straight into Cochrane. How's the ride, boys?
Wow, the ride is ass.
Yeah! Yeah, there's Drew. Yeah, it's coming back.
Kind of breathes and goes only.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. It's snowing nicely. Great day to be out on the trail. It's now much warmer. Went from negative 35 this morning to negative 17 right now. You know, I almost need to bring 2 sets of clothes for one day of riding. Oh, and now we wait for Drew. It's always a little brown coming through Cap. But it's not, there's no ground and there's no cooling issues, so nothing wrong. Some snort never hurt anyone. There's Raxfin on the left. It's the Dew dealer in town. That's their old location. Their new location, I'll show you in a second. It's massive. It's just on the other side of town here. Look at this monstrosity. This is their new dealership. I think it's opening in a couple weeks. Just hopping on the L139. That's going to take us down towards the L123. As you can see, freshly groomed, fresh ribbon. Gotten lucky today. Trails have been great, really, all the way through, except for a few sections in Matisse were a little rough, just because they did a reroute that you can obviously see. The river crossings are being flooded, so that hopefully the groomer can cross most of them soon. And yeah, the trails, can't complain about the trails. Andrew and Mike have been switching back and forth on the mock. And Andrew thinks he's gotten the mock to a point where he likes it, but he still feels like he likes the 850 a little more. So gotta wait and see. I always like these side trails just because they aren't bumpy, and they get less traffic, so they're less likely to get beaten up. You can see this was just groomed only a couple hours ago. It's beautiful. I got the Bergstroms on my machine. It's handling awesome, biting super nicely. They need some markers sometimes in these fields. I know Polar Bear riders are super particular with their signage because I was the one doing it, but yeah, like there should be slow sign here. Another beautiful trail in the Cap area. This is the L137. It's just taking us south from the L139 to the 123, which is the south trail that runs through the bottom of Cap. It's just stunning in here. Ski's not lifting at all. The bergs are really set up nicely now. They're really working well on this. When it's really hard packed in the morning, they'll grab sometimes. But once the trail's lightly broken in, man, it handles like a weapon. Corner to corner, quicker than any sled I've ever ridden. Sleds come in. Lynx Boondocker, Renegade XRS, older Renegade XRS, Renegade XP, or it was the XP platform, last one there. Nice to be back up here and riding after 2 weeks of working hard on the trails in Cochrane. It's nice to get out and put on some miles, just to show you guys that you can sled, but you can also help make sledding even better by volunteering. And that's really what we're trying to do. And we know that a lot of the clubs, their volunteers are aging and they're getting less and less volunteers, and they need more. And so it needs to come from the younger generation, because if it doesn't come from the younger generation, then this sport is going to slowly dissolve, irregardless of what the weather does. But yeah, volunteering is so important, especially in this situation, just because there's no... Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Without the new blood in it, we just won't have the trail network we have today. It's as simple as that. We won't be groomed as much. We don't have the people to do what we need to do. Or because what's happening right now is that the jobs of the club are being put onto less people, so those fewer people have more work each, and they get burnt out. And when they're gone, what are we going to do? So, yeah, spread the weight by volunteering. This trail is also incredible. This is the quickest part of it. Tomorrow we're going to get some serious seat time on the VR1 again, because we're going to take it to the canyon. I think we're going to, so we're going to take it, and then we'll all switch around. Andrew, Mike, me, Kostia will all ride it and start forming some opinions on it. I have a little bit of an opinion on it, but I want to spend some more time on it before I share that. What I can say, and you guys do know this because I've said it before, is in terms of the gauge, there's no comparison. In terms of the handlebar warmers, there's also no comparison. Polaris is killing it with both those technologies. Like Skidoo's handlebar warmers, I swear they're probably the same handlebar warmers, like the technology in them, since the Rev chassis came out. You put it on mode, there's 12 modes. You put it on mode 1, and then you put it on mode 12. On mode 12, it's burning hot. You lower it to mode 1, it's still burning hot. So honestly, half the time it feels like there's two settings, on and off. So Polaris with the smart warmers, definitely a huge bonus. I find in terms of the rear suspension, it's good, but I still don't think it's as good as the arm motion. And I find even now that I've set it up, like the rear suspension, it still doesn't perform as good. It doesn't eliminate the chatter in the trail like my XRS with arm motion. So in terms of rear, I would still give it to Skidoo. In terms of the front end, Polaris has it by a mile. Skidoo's front end, I've made it pretty good on this machine by playing with my front track spring, my front track spring, and by putting on new carbide. So that's how I've really changed the whole front end handling of my sled. But at the same time, Polaris is out of the box, and that's how I'm going to judge these sleds out of the box. Polaris comes dialed in, like it handles unbelievably just out of the box, and I was blown away. So front end I would give to Polaris, and as I said, in terms of technology, I would still give it to Polaris. The gauge and the smart warmers are miles ahead of anything Skidoo's brought to market. What else? Well, there are a few things I noticed that are radically different about the Polaris. For one, the seat is very stiff, and it's interesting to me because it's a VR1, so it's a groomed trail sled. And what I'm driving right now is an XRS, which is a rough trail sled. And the seat on my XRS is softer than the seat on the VR1. So yeah, I find the VR1 seat really stiff. But engine is an absolute beast. In the cold, she smokes like a pig, which is what it is. But during, like, while you're running the machine, it's super potent. Still more potent than the 850 Skidoos, and that was the same with my dad's 19 Indy. Yeah, just lots of power. Well, time to let her rip. No speed limit. Just wait for the boys to all pull in. Kostia, always on my butt. Not bad. Okay, Mike, are you coming back?
Yeah.
So now we have the Mach Z racing the XRS. So I'm going to say it, guys, because you guys can both hear me. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. 3. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Kostia, can you stop breathing like an ape?
Hold on.
Stop. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, of course, because of the XRS.
So this is pretty cool. We're just I'm just sitting here on the Frederick House River. This was the main section that Jesse and I were actually, when we were up here volunteering, that we flooded. Jesse came out on New Year's Eve and he actually put in these stakes, which is great, just so the groomer and even, you know, sledders like myself can see how to get across.
If you liked that video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the Sledaddicz YouTube channel, where we release content on everything snowmobiles. Also, hit that bell icon so you can be updated every time we release new videos.